Hi, I'm Bob with Purdue's Manufacturing Extension Partnership. Our topic for this module is determining the business case for a technology deployment project. A well-defined business case is an essential part of securing approval and ensuring the successful execution of a technology deployment project. The business case outlines the justification for the project, including the expected benefits, costs, risks, and overall value to the organization. To develop a robust business case, the following key information is needed. First, you'll need to understand the project's scope and goals. Clearly identify what technology is being deployed, which specific areas of the manufacturing facility will be impacted, and the project's time frame for deployment. Understand what the primary goals are for the project, and define and quantify the benefits, such as a projected 20% increase in productivity, a 40% reduction in scrap, or a decrease in downtime of 200 hours per year. Also consider the impact of any intangible or difficult to quantify benefits, like improved worker safety, increased customer satisfaction, or operational scalability and flexibility. Next, consider the strategic alignment for the project. Does the new technology align with the company's long-term strategy, vision, and goals? How does it contribute to the company's objectives, like product innovation, sustainability, or being best in class? How will the deployment of this technology help the facility? Will it result in faster time to market, superior quality, or increased cost savings? Will it help the company gain a competitive edge in the market? For example, in our case study with a bakery in Pennsylvania, the company adopted a new SCADA system as well as installed new sensors and scanners that positioned the company to gain new business with larger distributors and retailers. Next, calculate the project's projected return on investment, or ROI, and its payback period. This step is covered in the next module, so we won't be discussing that step right now. As part of developing the business case, describe the various risks associated with the project. These include financial risks, such as the chance of budget overruns, or risks of the project underperforming and not delivering the expected benefits. Technical risks, like integration challenges, or reliability of the new technology. Operational risks, like workforce challenges with skill training or resistance to change. For example, the frontline operators working for the manufacturer in Connecticut were resistant to using the new machine monitoring software for fear that it would be too intrusive and be like Big Brother was always watching them. Management met with the operators to address their concerns and explain the business drivers for the project, which helped improve operators' attitudes towards the new technology. But looking back, if the misperception about the new technology had been addressed earlier in the project, the implementation process could have gone smoother. The next step in building the business case is to provide implementation details, like the project timeline. Break it down into phases like planning, procurement, installation and integration, testing, and full implementation. Define the key milestones and deliverables for each phase of the project. How will success be measured at each stage? Also, list the resources required to successfully execute the project, such as which employees will need to be involved, how much of their time will be needed, what capital will need to be available, and where will the company obtain external experts if needed. In conclusion, to determine the business case for a technology deployment project at a manufacturing facility, it's essential to gather information on the expected benefits, costs, risks, and alignment with business strategy. This information will help decision makers understand whether the project is worth pursuing and how it will contribute to the organization's long-term success. By conducting a comprehensive analysis, you can ensure that the technology deployment will drive real value, improve operational efficiency, and position the company competitively in the market.